Hey guys, today I wanted to share a watercolor painting that I have done recently. This painting was inspired kind of by two things. The first thing was a alpine ibex. I had a photo of one and I just loved the colors and the cliffs and the go with that, and that's where this background came from kind of. And the color combo of like the horns and the hair also was inspired by this. And the second source of inspiration for this was definitely my mood. I was probably in a bit of a crappy mood or feeling a bit angsty when I did this, and I do think that shows through, and hopefully not in a bad way. So the background wash was a bit patchy, I'll be the first to admit that. I think I struggle a bit with not being able to rotate the paper because I do tape it to my table, so I think I might next time try and tape my paper to a board so I can rotate it more, because I found as I'm left-handed, pulling that wash from the left was really easy, and then as soon as I wanted to try and get it nice and close to the line on the right, it was just a struggle for me, and you'll actually see that I do swap and use my right hand to paint it. Now this background is so basic, and originally I was worried that it wouldn't be enough, but I personally really like how it is. I guess I was kind of going for like a real simple kind of maybe like rocky, cliffy vibe with that neutralish kind of grey that I mixed up. And I was also planning on maybe adding a bit more dimension to it, and darkening some areas of it a bit more, but I'm happy with how it turned out, and I'm glad that I didn't try and overcomplicate it or complicate it in the slightest. Now I definitely do need to work on my washes, because as you'll see with this face, I got a huge patchy area. I was planning on all the shadows on being kind of on the right side of this, with the highlight or the light source kind of coming from the left. But as you can see, as it dries, that harsh line is coming under the left eye. So I kind of just went with it, and I decided to change up the shadows. I don't know if it really works that well, like logically, when you look at how I shaded it. But when I stand back and look at the final piece, I think I did okay. Now in troubleshooting why this happened, I think there are a few reasons. One is that I started laying out the flat skin tone from the right, and then I just decided to jump over to the left and lay a bit more down and meet it in the middle, and I don't think that was the best thing to do. The other thing was probably the amount of water on the page. I probably should use more water, and that is with these brushes as well. I'm finding it quite hard. I don't think they hold very much water because they're synthetic, but again, that's just something that I have to practice and get better at, because as I've said in previous videos, I don't use animal hair in my brushes, so that's on me and something to work on. Now one thing that I didn't translate through from the sketch into this final piece is that hand down at the bottom is actually in the sketch more so like gripping the body, and like the skin is kind of like moving under and like bulging from where the hand is pressing in. I don't know, I just decided not to add it in. There's really no reason. I just thought the hand looked alright sitting there as it was, and I decided to keep it that way. Now for the rosy areas on the skin and kind of like the blushes, I use quinacridone rose. I need to figure out how to say that one. And for the shadows, I was going to use a cool blue, but in kind of an autopilot state, I used my French ultramarine blue instead, which is a warmer blue, and I just went with it, and I'm happy with how the blue looked. I think it created a nice shadow, so that was a bit of a happy accident that I'm okay with. Now on another note, one thing that I don't like about this is how I did the eyebrows. I really like blocked them in and gave them a sharp line, which I'm not a fan of. I wish I hadn't done that, and that's something that I'll definitely take into my next painting and try approaching the eyebrows a different way. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to say about this painting, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more. I also have my Instagram linked down below if you'd like to follow me over there, and I hope you have a good day.
You say I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning, you wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face, got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you break your back to make me feel again, suffocate to make me breathe redemption ever came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Tape my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got